Welcome to the WHHI Daily News. I'm Robyn Zimmerman. Let's begin with today's news headlines. Maybe the most consequential week in the whole saga of replacing the Hilton Head bridges plays out the rest of this week when Lowcountry State Senator Tom Davis meets with the State Infrastructure Bank and the State Department of Transportation, and then reports back to Beaufort County leaders on how to fill the $180 to $200 million gap in funding the replacement of the bridges to Hilton Head before the DOT goes ahead and starts fixing the one span of the bridges it already has the authorization to get fixed. He told us of that schedule during an exclusive interview on WHHI-TV yesterday with Bob Stevens. Defeat of the county sales tax continuance 2 weeks ago forced the funding issue. Davis says decisions need to be made by the end of the year by all parties involved in the 278 corridor project. And the Lowcountry's nonprofits that take care of our less fortunate neighbors are running up against a wave of new families in need. The Deep Well Project on Hilton Head says that usually adds between 5 and 10 families a month to its services, but it says that it has added 27 families this past October. Bluffton Self-Help is reporting a similar spike in needy families in the area. Now, both organizations operate food pantries and are trying to get Thanksgiving meals ready for all their clients, and say the need is now even higher than it was during the COVID crisis. Where nearly $400,000 in repairs to docks and boardwalks that's continuing is a reminder of Tropical Storm Helene's fury nearly 2 months ago. Damage is still being repaired at Beaufort's dinghy dock on the city's marina, and 4 of the 8 boats that were moored in the marina are still stuck in the muddy shoreline nearby. The boardwalk and the boat ramp at Sands Beach in Port Royal were also heavily damaged and are still closed for repairs. And finally, Susan Smith was only 23 when she killed her 2 little boys, aged 3 and 14 months, by strapping them in a car and rolling them into Long Lake near Union, South Carolina, in October of 1994. Now, a 53-year-old Smith will be on the other side of a video call with the State Parole Board on Wednesday, hoping to get out of the prison that she has spent nearly 30 years in. If you're old enough to remember the tragedy, the 9 days before she confessed and the trial, it was bigger than the Murdaugh case and almost as big as the OJ trial. Now, the parole board expects to hear from Smith and her ex-husband David, who wants to keep her in prison. The parole board historically approves only about 8% of applications it receives. For more information on these stories and many more, please check out the media sources listed on your screen. And remember to follow us on Facebook, and you can check us out on YouTube and our website at WHHI-TV.com. And if you have a news story or a news tip or a cool weather photo, you can just email it to us at news@WHHI-TV.com. Well, the weather has been absolutely gorgeous, but I hear it's going to get a little cooler. Will you give us a forecast, Maria?
Thanks, Robyn. Yep, so taking a look ahead, it does look like it's officially time to take out your winter wardrobe. Those sweaters and jackets will be getting plenty of use at the end of this week, as the highs are going to drop down into the 50s and lows are going to be in the low 40s. But taking a look at Wednesday, it's going to be breezy in the morning with scattered showers throughout the day, but they should be clearing up by the evening. Hilton is going to have a high 74, low 57, then Bluffton and Beaufort a high 74 and a low 56. The sunrise for Wednesday is going to be at 6:57 and sunset's going to be at 5:20. Taking a look at the tides, high tides can be at 12:19 p.m. and low tides can be at 7:50 p.m. Taking a look into the rest of the week and into the weekend, Thursday it's going to be sunny but cooler with the highs only getting into the upper 50s. Lows are going to be in the mid 40s. Then come Friday, it's going to be windy and sunny again, but highs are going to stay in the upper 50s and lows are going to be in the mid 40s again. Then come Saturday, it's going to be sunny with the highs getting into the low 60s and lows are going to stay in the mid 40s. That's it for your Lowcountry Crawl Spaces weather. Let's head it back to the desk.
Thanks, Maria. Coming up after the break, Wendy Cummings will join us. She's an RN and she'll be talking about the flu. Stay tuned.